You can just say no.
I thought we were negotiating.
No. I'm giving you the chance to come with us peacefully.
Oh, boo. Boring. No.
Hello and happy Wednesday, merry travelers. If you're looking for me in the upper right, I'm not there right now. I'm down here in the bottom middle, next to the dice rolls, for now, until our fifth player of tonight joins us. But we waited, we delayed, and now we decided, you know what? It's been long enough. It's been a long 2 weeks. And now we're back. I am DM Daddy RPG, here to bring you happy tabletop fun time shenanigans. That's what happens when you take a little bit of a break. You forget all your taglines and stuff. We're joined tonight by Deadly Ambitions playing Durant. We have Mitch portraying Pat Mudfoot. We have Ashley the Titled, as they call themselves now on the Discord, which helps me because there's so many names associated with Ashley at this point. Portraying Lucinia, and JenOfThieves portraying Lady Highspire, Devlin Highspire. And we'll be joined by the last of our rotating guests cast, Chai T, aka Cheevil, who'll be bringing in her character as soon as her computer feels like playing along with her. More things that we can stall with. Let's go. Discord, have you joined? Oh, great. Nightbots. Okay, there we go. Discord. All of our stuff is run through our Discord community, including the votes for games, so on, so forth, etc. There are many channels with many things. We would love it if you would join us over there on the Discord. We currently have signups for the upcoming next game that will be taking over the Friday slot, starting in May, which is a wonderful X-Files-esque themed investigation team, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so on and so forth, World of Darkness game run in the Project Twilight system. So that form is over in announcements on our Discord. If you have an interest in that kind of stuff, if you want to join in a new game with new faces, that's how you do that. YouTube, as always, if you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much. If you're not over there on our YouTube, please. Oh, don't worry, Deadly. I'm one step ahead of you there. But anyways, YouTube, if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you very much. If you are not following us on YouTube or subscribing, punching them bells, them likes, leaving comments, what's wrong? Don't you love us? We'd love you.
I know they sure love to tell us what we're doing wrong.
If you that was only in the Werewolf 5th Edition game. Punch that bell. Help support us over there on YouTube. That is the main thing we're trying to push this year. So all those metrics help out. And of course, there's Patreon. Patreon. If you don't like giving half of your money to Amazon or whatever evil overlord controls Twitch and want to give money to the channel directly, the community directly, head over to Patreon. You get all kinds of cool, fun rewards, such as free channel point redeems, merch bundles, slots and games, private Discord channel, so on, so forth, etc. Lots of stuff, lots of cool things. Please help support us if you want to. The merch bundle for the first third of the year is looking really fucking sick, and I'm really excited for those things to come out. It will feature items from our Werewolf 5th Edition game, Camp Quiet tote bags, various different forms of tumblers, that way everybody's staying hydrated while you game. Stickers from JenOfThieves Highlander game, Call to Arms, little fun things that have happened there, as well as things that persist through our community and our channel. And what was the last one? Oh, right, Rollins. Everybody's favorite ghoul / therapist. Replicas of his notebook for people to take their gaming notes in. Yes. Beautiful. It's going to be a fun little merch bundle. All right, that's all of our social media plugins. That's all of our, hey, come sign up for games, so on and so forth. Cheese talking in chat. Chi, where are you? And, all right, recaps. It's been a couple weeks, but I have faith in the lovely memory of my players. Who am I gonna fuck with first?
Long as it's not Sam.
Ashley, tell us some stuff that happened last game.
I got hit on by an NPC.
You got what?
Hit on by an NPC. Your NPC tried to flirt with me, left one, and he realized I was not alone.
Yep. He was definitely just flirting with you, for sure.
Totally wasn't going to try to rob me.
Definitely not.
Then Devlin and Phaedra, who was with us at the time, went to secure a room at lodging at the inn. Three of us, because after all, he can plan the temple as was Devlin's words. And Pat is out in the forest, as Pat does.
True. Very true. Devlin.
Would you like me to talk?
Nope, that's enough. Devlin.
Devlin was an inspiration to one very inspired young lady. And apparently she's also going to pay for her wizard school.
This is me as the young girl doing what you taught her about just nod while people are talking.
Well, you nod while you talk so that they agree with you. You know.
No.
Good advice.
Mr. Mudfoot.
While the rest of the party went in town, I wandered the outskirts and found some prisoners that were shackled up, and I can't think of the name of the things where they're standing up and their hands and their head are locked in.
Stockades.
Stocks. And there was a guard up above them. He was on a tower, if I remember correctly.
He was on a high wall.
He had a similar mask to the cultist we had fought in the forest.
You did not see that. You specifically did not make that perception check.
Oh, okay.
I have a note right here.
I thought I did.
You did
I
not.
don't remember where I heard that then.
I made you make the perception check, and I remember that it was like, ooh, and he put something over his face. You can't see what.
Okay, so it was just me connecting dots that weren't given to me.
Right.
And he shot one of the prisoners in the back of the head that I was getting information from.
Sure
It
was.
seems that there's some sort of secret organization in the town that is plotting against the defenders.
Yep, very secret. Meanwhile, in the town. Deadly?
Durant got escorted, was supposed to be escorted to the church, but kind of was just led to the main part of the city where there were some people on a soapbox talking. Durant just, wanted to get up there and say, hey, we're going to look into it, take care of it. While he did, several have said that they already took care of it with violence, which is not Durant's way at all, and almost started a brawl.
Durant's in a very interesting position right now. Because the people don't really seem that wrong in the justice that they're doing. But Durant's probably got issues with the manner with which that they're going about it. Which is fine. Or at least that's what it seems like.
Which is funny because Durant's whole wanting to come here too was to put the leader to justice.
Yep. All right, and you know what? You guys are going to be keeping me honest. This 1d6, 6. Okay, cool. Is for where Lazak is going to be hiding right now. Do I not have a? I do. Okay, cool. Awesome.
He will be fine. But the question is, will other people be fine?
So we are currently involved in technically a 4-way split. Fortunately, one of the players isn't here yet. So who are we going to start with? Pat will be 1, the ladies will be 2, and Durant will be 3. The ladies! Elf girl's gonna elf. All right, and I made notes for which panels you guys were on. Oh, if you think that they're labeled that way, you are sadly mistaken. Let's see here. You are 2/1. Ladies, while you debate amongst yourselves, Phaedra excuses herself and never comes back.
Can you possibly change your screen?
Oh, did I not drag the thing?
No.
Oh, that's fine. Quick
No.
fix. Quick fix. Boom. She says she's going to go report in and skedaddles. Usual, normal thing. You guys have people that come and go. They're not tied directly to y'all.
Oh, she wasn't with us for very long.
She was with you for a couple days. It took a couple days to go from the farms to the town.
She left a lasting impression. Don't you feel impressed?
I'm more impressed by the fact that a child took her down.
She was playing, but the child was wily. She'll be fun someday.
Yeah.
Tell me, what were you like as a child, Lucinia?
As a child?
Yes, you were a child once.
I'm a child.
Up here's.
We're going off of height of normal children. I mostly kept to myself. Really, the basics of magic. Like to the time. I didn't do.
If you could do... Here's a more fun question. If you could do anything with magic, what would it be?
As Devlin's walking off towards the room, I'm just going to follow after her, just still contemplating an answer for the question she's posed. Since
Or do you want to take a bath together then?
I'll wait here.
The horny's
Why?
gonna
I'm
horn.
not shy.
All right, you guys head upstairs to your secured lodgings. It is, as promised, the top floor. Oh my god. And it's yours. You get up there and it's kind of just a narrow hallway at first. There's a door to the left, there's a door to the right. I forgot to do the thing, didn't I? It's okay. Boom!
These are long separate rooms anyway.
What a beautiful room you've acquired. It's a marvelous black square.
Oh, the doors shouldn't. All right, you were promised secured lodgings. Those doors should be unlocked now because you guys have keys.
Yay. Keys.
Go through and click all these doors real quick.
I was just gonna like kind of make a circle square, checking out all of the rooms to figure out which one she wants.
Perfect. All right, and you guys will settle in. Unawares to anything else that might be happening in that building since you guys went up to the top floor together. Let's see here. Keeping it fair, keeping it honest, leave the chance. Pat!
I was wandering into the wilderness when we left off, if I remember correctly.
That is exactly where you'd left off. You had convincingly convinced the guy who was up on the tower that you weren't nobody and you weren't doing anything. You were just walking, and he told you need to get, old man. And then you went and got.
I'm gonna find some birds nearby and speak with them.
I need to I dragged the thing and then I forgot to click on the thing myself. Okay, copy.
I think I can speak with them.
All right, so
What roll should I check or make to find some birds?
nature or survival. Survival.
$21.
God damn.
Where? GM lair. Alright, you go wandering up into the woods. And I believe... Boom, boom, boom! Surrounding nearby woods.
Ooh, very nice.
We'll just move this guy.
Roomy.
So, Alright, so that is a 21 on your survival. Speak with small beasts. Smaller beasts. Forest animals, love animals, and often help squirrels, badgers, rabbits, moles, woodpeckers. Yep, birds are listed as an example, so that's totally cool. A 21. Music. Stop. Play. Scraw!
Friend, 'tis a wonderful day, isn't it?
Scraw! Yeah.
I have need of your aid and your wings.
My wings are. Have you seen this plumage? Puffs his chest out, lets his wings span out.
A beautiful. Could you carry a message for me?
I am no messenger raven, sir. But I could, mayhaps, if you can help me.
Of course, of course. What can I do in return?
The most beautiful raveness lies just a little bit deeper within the woods, and I'm trying to impress her. Can you help me, kind old sir, with some shiny?
Well, does she like gold?
I mean, I imagine so. Is gold shiny?
Oh, yes, of course. And I'll pull out a gold piece and show it to the raven.
That's as big as my head.
I said it can be all yours. If you can carry a message for me into the town over there.
Okay. What is it?
Yeah, I'll write it down. You can carry it. You'll find a cleric in the town. He's in shining armor. He carries the symbol of the god Tyr.
Okay.
And on my message, it'll say, gather our friends. There's danger. Meet me outside of the city. And I'll roll up the piece of paper and give it to the raven.
Okay. So Tyr, shiny guy, clerk.
Cleric, like a priest, but in shining armor.
A priest in shining armor.
You can't miss him. Always trying to do the right thing.
Okay. Opens his beak to take your message.
I'll hand it over to him.
Points with one wing at the gold coin, and then flaps and flutters off.
While he flies away to deliver my message, I'm gonna pull a small box out of my pack. Open up, it'll have some dark purple robes and a black veil over it, some charms that hang around my head. The costume covers all of Pat's body completely. Okay. It's crusted in old mud that's dried up and been dusted off of it. It's been over a century, old friend. It's time the storyteller returns. I'll put on my costume, my entertainer costume. I'm talking to the costume, not to the raven.
Now, the raven's gone, but with your passive perception of 14, there is an odd sound around you.
Friend, make yourself shown.
You're looking around, and at first, like, you're not really seeing anything, but at one glance, as you turn directly that way towards a tree stump, there's the cutest, fluffiest butt in like a little hollow in like one of the tree stumps. Like, it looks like a rabbit, but it's stuck.
Help you. You seem to be in trouble. Calm down now. And I'll dig the dirt out from around him, try and loosen the hole and pull him out.
You try to pull him out. Give me a strength check.
Seven.
He is in there, and you've loosened up the dirt, and you have your hands on him. He's not fighting you. He's in fact like trying to help. Like, you feel him like pushing into the soil and the dirt with all four of his big fluffies trying. But like, it's around, like, you get the body extended, and like it's almost like his head is like stuck in this tree. That strength check is not enough to help pull him out.
pull my water skin out and start pouring some water. Try to make some mud around him so it's slippier.
Okay. You pour the water, and he gets mud matted into his beautiful blonde fur.
Come on, wiggle about. Push yourself out.
It is.
I'll keep assisting him as best I can.
Give me
I'm not
one.
pouring enough in that's like flowing
I know,
past him. I'm just,
I know.
mixing it into the dirt.
This is just him freaking out now. Give me one more strength check there, Pat.
An 8. This is
You know what?
Pat's lowest
Because you know what? Because you have dampened and tried to make it more slippery for him. Roll with advantage. Give me one more. Give me one more. We're gonna.
11.
There we go. And there's like the sound of like a thunk, like you've dislodged something, and like with you like pulling with all of your might and him like scrambling back, like you both tumble backwards, you in your black and purple entertainer costume, and this cute, fluffy, radiates warmth like the sun. Looks like a bunny, but when like the head comes out, there's a long horn jutting out of his forehead. And it's like tumbles, it's just like laying there on your chest. It's like you're laying on your back in the dirt.
Oh, you've made it and you're free, child of Vision.
Rolls, puts all four muddy paws right on your chest. Just doing the bunny cheek thing like.
Well, it seems I've made a new friend.
One
now.
little hop forward. Touches his horn. Not like trying to stab you, just like gently touches his horn to Pat's forehead.
What shall I call you? Come with me, child of Vision. Keep yourself hidden among my robes.
Scuttles into your robes. Almost a sense of urgency.
And I'll head towards town to make my distraction.
Give me one more perception as you make your way back towards the town.
9.
As you're crossing this little bog marsh area, something's moving through like the mud and murk of the marsh. It doesn't follow you, it doesn't give chase. Like it starts like moving in your direction, but kind of stops in the middle of like the thick, deep mud.
I'll let nature be, so long as it leaves me be.
Nature seems to be leaving you be. And you start making your way back to town under a guise, a ruse. Durant is in 4-1. Oh.
How long did we figure out since Pat wore this costume? Was it 120 years?
Something like that. Meanwhile, back in town. Audio. Stop Forest. Stop Happy Forest. Back to village music. Durant. Token layer. Boom. This guy, the one who had been talking to you about how they're already fixing the problems here in Clav, was making his way back inside. This girl still I can't remember the name of the spell, but you use a spell, compel, something like the command. Deadly, if you're talking, you're muted.
Yep, command.
Okay. Still, she's still chilling. Catch up on chat. A brick for Durant and a brick for Devlin. Okay.
Where is the place of worship for you guys?
A couple of the townsfolk is like, well, worship is further down.
Do they point in a direction?
Yes, they do.
Okay. And please leave any justice for others. Do not take matters into your own hands with violence.
A couple of some people there like grumble, just like.
I'm going to head in the direction that they said the place of worship was, which I didn't catch which direction that was.
Yep, I got you, friend.
Was it up here? Okay.
I got you. As you're walking away, give me a perception check.
22.
As you're heading that way, a couple of, they look like street urchins. Children, not quite kids, but not quite adults, like somewhere in that weird preteen era vibe, come like running through the group of like a gathered masses that were listening to the first soapboxing and then the argument and then the man in the tavern and then back to you. They wind their way through this little crowd, going straight from the dude who you already know you probably don't like because fight the power. Go bolting into the same doorway that you saw him go through.
Okay.
Just something you notice.
Yep. Wee
Zoomies. We're going to say it's this building directly north of you. There's symbols and clear signs of place of worship. When you go within there are a few statues of different deities, most of them having to deal with... Oh, doors are locked. I'm sorry. I've got everything locked on.
Is it the doors or is it the stairs?
Doors.
Okay.
Oh, no, the door's here.
Oh, well, it might be...
It's all good. It's all good. There are a few statues of different deities, all of them having to deal mostly with trades, farm, so on and so forth. There's none of like the big guys, none of the cores, none of like the Torms, the Tiers, the Helms, those that you'd find at the Lion's Gate.
This is rather small. Just a large town.
Well, you see, kind sir. 'Tis not the size of the place of worship, but the manner of what one holds in their heart.
I would generally agree with you, but...
There is a priestess that somehow has snuck up and got the jump on you.
But... you'd only have so many people in... this place.
We have what we need.
I think you need more than just this, considering the people in your town right now.
Well, unfortunately, most of the niceties that people from a city would expect are at the manor.
I was more so referring to the fact that your townspeople had just resorted to violence pretty much straight away. They're in need of some kind of faith of their own versus what they are doing now.
One could say that their actions are indeed faith in themselves at this point.
Nope, I wouldn't say that.
Who are we mere mortals to be the judgment of, or the judgers of judgment?
A hand of Torm, perhaps, you know?
And do you not feel that the downtrodden deserve justice?
Not in the way that they took it.
Well, that is but your opinion.
I will spread my opinion.
No one is stopping you from doing so, Defender.
So, does this place support that violence? Do you support that violence?
I support people doing what they feel they need to do.
But what's the pretty fucking place down?
Do I believe that there should be wanton murder? Absolutely not. That would not solve any of the issues. In fact, I feel it'll probably make things worse. But lessons cannot be learned if mistakes are never made.
Sometimes the mistakes go too far and you can never go back.
I agree.
So, it should be in one's thing that's to lead, you allow to make mistakes, but not jump off the cliff like they have.
There have been no cliff jumpings yet.
I would. How far is the manor where the leader is?
It is believed so, yes.
So, what do you mean by believe so?
No one has laid eyes upon him in a day or two. We believe he retreated and showed up there.
Would he have to retreat?
Who, the mayor?
Yes.
He's the source of all this strife and turmoil.
The source. A bad man doesn't make a source of ill tidings.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
like one good person isn't the source of all happiness, even.
Well, again, you are entitled to your opinions, and you may spread them as you so wish.
I feel that I am unwelcome here.
Why is that? Are we not just engaging in polite, civil conversation?
But the support of violence just taints this place.
I assure you, you are not unwelcome here. But if you feel that you must go, I will not bar your way. And she'll step to the side, out of the doorway.
I will say this. I came here to bring proper justice to the inactions, some actions, but mainly inactions of the leader here. But taking action into their own hands the way that they did is also punishable.
Well, if that is what your guide, if this is what your God guides you to do, then so be it.
I'm just gonna walk out, take a deep breath.
But do remember, sometimes a stayed hand does more than the swinging of a weapon.
Both believe in that, but apparently you've not passed that to your city as well as you think.
I am but a voice.
I'm just gonna head towards the outskirts of the city
Okay.
and just walk around there looking for Pat.
So are you heading all the way back through the city, or because you're here at the other side, you can go out?
The closest exit.
Okay, cool. Then perfect copy. Boom.
And then just basically walking along the wall. Durant does not want to be in this city.
Cool. So as you're heading towards these outskirts, you'll hear a voice from up above you, up along the rooftops. Hey, who are you?
Durant's line steel. Cleric of Torm.
Oh. Cleric of Torm, Lion, Steel. Defender?
Yes, that is one of the titles.
With grace and nimbleness, a tiefling descends via a rope down off one of the rooftops of one of the buildings. Lands in their leather armor. Armed fairly well, but clearly kind of a bit more shadier than Durant would normally go for. And describe Lazak.
Like I said, I'm tiefling. I'm not like old. I'm kind of on the younger side. What would you like to know about me?
No, to describe her to Deadly, who's encountering her.
I mean, I kind
Hair
of
color,
like to.
how tall are you? Stuff like that. Any distinguishing marks?
5'6" ish. Hair color, brown hair. Yeah.
All right. So, about 3 days ago, the townsfolk, the commoners in this town called Clav, went into revolt. They did a hostile takeover. The mayor and his guards and whatever nobles, but there's not really any nobles out here because it's still backwater woods. There are people appointed by the queen and other royal high families that represent them, but no real actual nobles. But they like to say we are the nobility and leadership of this area. And yeah, so there's that. This was a couple days ago. The mayor's daughter was taken. That's what you've heard in the rumor mill. And the mayor is holed up in the manor with what few guards he has remaining.
Okay.
That is the intel that you know. You are also a fellow defender, but I think you know that out of character already. So
Yeah.
Do you have horns, by the way, or visible horns?
Oh yes, I do.
Okay. Are they curly or straight?
Curly.
Okay.
Quick little character break. Gee, I love that you've been talking with me about this character for the last month, and it just completely blank on every detail.
So, and you are?
I'm Lazak. I'm another defender.
Lazak?
Yes.
You look like the type to get shit done kind of defender, too.
I try to.
Well, what is the status here? There's obviously issues here.
Yeah. So, the mayor's... Sorry. So, the leader's daughter is missing?
I imagine it's the result of the ruffians in this town that decided to take justice into their own hands.
That would definitely make sense.
Do you have an idea where she's being kept or if she's still safe?
I do not know. Have you gotten any leads while you've been here?
All I've gotten is the fact that they decided they wanted to take matters in their own hands, and they have resorted to violence, unluckily, before word properly. Which needs to be taken care of in its own right as well. And there are matters to discuss with the mayor as well, though I think the safety of the daughters is more important than, honestly, either or. Do you agree?
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Where are the rest of the defenders?
Path is somewhere out in the forest, smelling trees, hugging them a little bit. Devlin and... Oh, man. What is her name?
Lucinia.
Lucinia. They're in some bar or something, probably flirting with somebody. Or burning something down.
Should we try to find any of them, or let them do their own thing?
Do you want to get things done, or do you want to not get things done?
Getting things done would be ideal.
Let's find Pat first, then.
Alright.
Beautiful. Meanwhile, back at the inn, there is a full-on ruckus downstairs as the ladies settle into their inn. Both of you can give me a perception roll if you'd like.
Okay.
Lucinia, there's people yelling. You don't really care. Whatever. Lucinia, with your big, full elf ears, you hear one voice cut amongst the rest of the yelling. Lady High Spire!
God damn it.
What? Do you not want a bath?
Of the royal class of the realm. We come beseeching an audience with thee. You can insight check that if you want.
I'm going to. Matt, I'd like to go ahead and use my 18 from my potent from last session, because I did write down the number. There's an 18 and a 7, and I have to declare using.
Mm-hmm.
We're cutting out a
So it
little
was
bit.
inside. I'm going to be glad I decided to use the 18 for that.
Okay, perfect. Insight? Yeah, they don't want to talk to Lucinia.
You mean to Dallin?
Pat, you were making your way back into town, or towards that way. If I remember correctly, correct?
Yes.
As you're making your way back, passive perception 14, there's a sound. It's a sound that you've heard off and on through your many years, but it's one that you haven't heard in a while. It's the sound of marching, everything perfectly lockstep, almost. The slight clanging of armor as people march down the laid path, the stones and the cobbles. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack.
Am I ahead of them?
You are ahead of them, yes.
I'm gonna go out into the trail in the middle of the road.
You go out into the
Little
trail.
man. Are they close enough they can hear me?
There is a group of 30 Sentinels. The other half of what keeps the realm safe. While you guys defend the people, well, the Sentinels keep order. And, well, apparently they've gotten word that there's some nefariousness afoot here in the lovely town of Clav. And they look armed to the teeth and are ready to do their job.
Oh, friends. I come carrying a warning.
Hold! A short, stout, full plate mailed dwarf moves from the rank out forward in front. And what warning is that, laddie?
The town ahead. Horrible things are happening. I
Aye?
mean to get my friends out of there. Solve the problem.
Getting your friends out would solve the problem, aye?
I need.
What problem
We
would
need help.
What problem would it solve?
It seems there's some sort of organization causing violence. I
Yeah.
believe there's been connections to other problems in the land, but I need more evidence.
Aye? Go on.
What was the name of the town? The smaller one where the giant tree was.
The farms of Clav?
Oh. Out in the farms, there was a tree, corrupted. There were cultists wearing these masks. They were possessed.
Ah, a possession.
I mean, to find the source of it.
You be-
Uproot it and kill it.
You believe you and your friends will find that there in that there town?
I believe I need to get my friends out of that town. Having an army marching in could spell out their end.
Well, sadly, I've been sent by order of Her Majesty to stop this little uprising. So, unfortunately, the Queen supersedes you, friend.
I see.
But I'll do you a solid, laddie, because you've given me such great information. Looks up towards like the sun. I'll give you 10 minutes before we start marching again. Take a rest. The men break rank and kind of like start murmuring and conversing amongst themselves.
Thank you, sir. I must be hasty. Goodbye. And
May-
I'll hastily shuffle towards town. If I see anyone I know, I'll stop.
As you go running off, may Helm keep you and your friends safe.
Crap, fucking hell, Victor.
My Iggy guide you, friend.
Just gives a pound to his full plate. So Pat, you are so aware that shit's about to go down in this town. And Phaedra's not here. Durant. Boom, perfect. We will say that. And then Lazak. Because you guys said you were going there first. And you guys are going around the walls outside because you're on the other side. And we'll say that that's conveniently, you guys will come together at the main gate because Pat books it, heading straight for the thing.
Did we see the person in the stockades?
Evens or odds?
Odds.
Sure did. But that one is the only one out there who's killed. Everybody else, they're not like dying of thirst or food or anything. Just one with an arrow to the head.
I'm going to take him out of the stockades and place him in front and stay a quick prayer as I walk away. I'll be back to bury him properly, of course.
Okay.
But I will say this. Oh, shit.
Will you? Will you say something? Or will you
Maybe.
choke on pretzel? That's what happens when you don't give your cat treats.
No, I'm choking. I'm
Why
coughing.
didn't you give the cat a treat?
Because it's my fucking pretzels. Lazak, you definitely notice the demeanor of Durant turns sour upon seeing the dead person.
Okay.
Visibly and just like stature-wise, he is not a happy person.
Okay. Don't like seeing.
Fucker.
You don't like seeing dead bodies, I take it?
Death that is not needed. Wrong. Life is sacred. People should fucking realize it.
Fruit.
Convergence. Pat, Durant, and Lazak.
Pat, what the fuck you got on there, buddy?
I can't respond. I'm in disguise, so I'm just gonna keep shuffling by them. But as I go by, I'm just gonna say, "Leave quickly," as stealthily as I can to them.
Pat! The fuck, man? I'm not leaving the fucking place.
I'm gonna go into town and search for Lucinia and Devlin.
I'm gonna
Rest of the
follow
town,
him.
they're in the most danger.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him.
I will as well.
The
Beautiful.
whole time screaming, Pat.
Once I get outside of view of the guard who's already seen me before, I'm gonna turn around to Durant and then we go, "You need to leave this town now."
No.
I don't have the time to argue with you.
We need to make this town fucking right. They fucking killed somebody out there in the stockades.
In hours, there will not be a town. Listen
Why
to
not?
me. Leave.
Nope.
How old is Lazak?
Like 30s or early 30s.
Okay. Then I wouldn't recognize my costume. Neither would Durant. They're too young.
Yep.
Why is it not gonna be a town anymore?
I'm looking over my shoulder, making sure no one's going to listen to us. Should I make any rolls?
You can give me a perception if you'd like.
A crit.
The old homeless dude, when you guys first arrived, is kind of like following close enough that he might be listening. There's an urchin or two at a corner as well. Glendizzle, thank you for that resub, friend.
I'll wave my hand slightly towards the old homeless dude that's watching us. A bright flash of light will flash in front of his eyes as I keep going. As I cast Minor Illusion.
Okay. What illusion are you casting? Just the flash of light in his eyes?
Yeah,
You
just so he
flash
can't
on your
see.
fucking homeless
I'm trying
man?
to distract him.
Oh, okay.
He 100% just flashbanged a homeless person.
The spell DC is 12. I don't know why the description says 10.
I also don't know. What is this, a wisdom?
I believe so. Investigation is what it is. So
Yeah.
intelligence.
Okay. Well, he doesn't make it. The old man stumbles, the bright flash going off, and like stumbles and like his right foot clips something. He falls, and he's like, "Oh, oh!"
I'm keeping it there. The bright light's just staying on his face for the whole minute.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Quickly. And I'm gonna dash around the corner. Where's Devlin? Where's Lucinia?
They're at the hotel, probably flirting or blowing or burning something down. With those two. Why is
Time
there
has
gonna
passed.
Since you parted ways with the party, hour and a
With
half,
the-
maybe 2 hours.
With the troops that were marching towards town.
Oh, that we'll say like 4 minutes.
I haven't the time to explain. We need to get our friends and leave.
There's plenty of, well, first of all, there's plenty of time to explain, okay? They give you more than 4 minutes here. So,
I'll look up at the sun, see the shadows on the ground. We have about 5 minutes.
before what?
Death, ruin, war.
Then I will gladly stand in front and stop it.
This is not a fight we can win.
Aren't we here to defend?
Was that as much information you gave me?
I'm frantically searching for Devlin and Lucinia.
I
Focused on that.
will show the way to Devlin and Lucinia.
You don't know where they are. You all split up.
Didn't I walk by them as they went in the one thing? Mm-hmm. Oh.
You were ahead of us when we went in there.
Where'd they go? Devlin probably wants some wine, maybe a book. 30 fancy taverns.
Devlin, wine, and a book.
Why don't
Or
you
like-
ask the homeless guy you fucking blinded?
Well, 1 second. All right, guys. Ashley, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool.
I'm
So-
dying inside
So,
because
yep. So with your insight check, they definitely don't want to just talk to Devlin.
No. And I'm going to, what I was saying, Devlin, there are people downstairs causing a ruckus that are here to talk to you.
Oh, lovely. Let's go.
Not lovely. And I'm going to actually stand in front of her, blocking the door. Our best
Devlin-
bet right now would probably be to go out the window and climb down.
Someone's going to smile and then reach out to just pet the back of Lucinia's neck. Do I look like the kind to run? This could be fun. Step aside.
Give me a persuasion roll.
What if it to go against persuasion, Matt?
It's usually a
My
charisma
resident,
save.
I was about to say my resident D&D person is choking on pretzels still.
There's no need to roll against it.
Oh, I'm gonna roll. Good. Try to keep your ass alive.
Is that one of them purple thunders? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Hey, Dudley, because you're more familiar with the system than I am, what do I use to roll against persuasion? Is that just charisma?
It's either a charisma save or it's one of the skills that would match it closely, but depending on the situation. In this case, probably just, hey, how well they're all an 8. This wisdom, charisma save.
Give us a charisma save there, Ashley. Okay, hold on. The patron care for Devlin and Lucinia. Okay. Devlin care, Lucinia care. Perfect.
I'm going to With my natural 20 there, I'm going to lightly grab Devlin's wrist and go, the answer is no, Devlin. I know it's a word you're unfamiliar with. The window, please. I don't feel like either.
My answer is no, and word you're probably very familiar with. Let me go or grab me harder. Those are your choices.
Phrasing.
Dexterity or athletics to take her arm, bend it behind her back, and start pushing her towards the window.
Probably athletics. That sounds like strength.
Brawl, strength-based stuff?
Yeah, that would literally just be a strength check.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with that disadvantage from your harm, it's an 8.
Ooh.
Lucidia begins to try to manhandle you. Devlin, can I get a strength check from you as well?
Actually, I'd like to go ahead and use that 7 from my potent on Devlin for this strength check.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair use.
That is both of your things gone now.
I marked them both off.
Okay, good. Lucidia is strong harming you, Devlin, and like actually succeeding. The bookish, nerdy elf. You did say harder, though.
That's awfully spicy. Do you really think we should leave the poor inn at their discretion? We don't want to make trouble for them.
Considering they seem to be just here for you.
And they'll tear this place apart until they find me.
That's for the innkeeper to deal with.
He was kind enough.
He's got his money's worth, I'm sure.
How many are down there?
Matt, how many did it roughly sound like?
A lot.
More than either of us could willingly deal with.
Willingly?
It sounds like a mob.
How far are you prepared to push this, Lucinia?
I'm just trying to keep us both safe right now.
Then you go out the window. I'm not afraid.
I'm gonna regret this. I know I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna let her go and then just loop my arm around hers and... Alright, Devlin, lead the way.
Gave in.
Such a good girl. And head for the stairs.
Now is not the time for praise.
It's always a good time for praise. Unless you prefer to be shamed.
All right, and we will say, just for the manner of simplicity and convergence, Durant, Lazat, and Pat, as you guys go further into town trying to find them, you see, while there's only 4 tokens right there, but it's about maybe like 20 townsfolk villagers. Durant, a couple of them look kind of familiar to you.
Fuck the assholes.
And Devlin and Lucinia, when you get all the way downstairs, Lucinia now, as you've come closer to the source, you just hear somebody calling out. It's like, Lady High Spire. We'd hate to ruin this lovely establishment.
Yes, darling, 1 second. You deserve my best face.
Time. How much time do I have?
3 minutes.
And I hear them yell out at Lady High Spire and see the crowd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Durant, I haven't the time to aid them. I must leave.
And it's right around this moment. Durant, a raven is dive bombing you.
Sacred fire.
I'll hold up the gold piece. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it must be seen on. Sorry, it's a barely. They have to be seen on the dex saving throw.
Okay, we're trying. We're trying.
Bird.
I'm gonna fix it.
What level? What do I need to be rolling for the dex saving throw?
12, and you need to meet or beat.
The raven lives.
Cease the violence. The Raven is a friend of mine.
It fucking dive bombed me, man.
It had a message for you.
It drops a little scroll out of its beak at your feet, Durant.
Slower than I anticipated, friend, but here's your payment.
What's a torm? Or tear? What's a tear? I was looking for tears. I was looking for so many things, and then I just saw this shiny guy. I was like, that's gotta be him. He tried to light me on fire.
Come with me. I'll protect you,
I
friend.
thought you said he was a friend.
Here, another gold piece for your trouble.
I'm gonna get 2 ravenesses. Flutters off, absconding with its pieces of gold.
Well, that
You
is a
must
situation.
learn to refrain from violence, friend.
Durant, do you look at the scroll?
Yeah, I looked at the scroll.
Pat, what did it say again?
I was coming to distract the townspeople, gather our friends, and get out of town as fast as you can.
Thanks, Pat.
Well, a moot message now. We have 2 minutes.
For what?
Well, there's an army coming. There
It's
are
easy to
people
say than death and
filled-
destruction.
The people filling this town wish to harm us.
Yes, I know this already. And we can see this right here, which we need to take care of right now before it gets out of hand.
Lady Highspire, I know that this will be a moot point, and it is the gentleman in the middle in the back talking to you, Devlin.
Okay.
Well, I know this will be a moot point because, well, the aristocracy does not actually give any kind of a care or concern to us low people, but I figured I'll give the chance rather than just take. Would you be willing to accompany us to help the lives of the downtrodden and those that have been stepped on by you and yours?
What do you wear?
Deeper into town, we will not take you outside of these city walls.
What do you intend to do?
Hostage, ransom. Cedric, you're a high spire.
But I'm one of the low value ones.
Your low value is higher than anyone that lives in this city will ever achieve.
I'm only worth what someone will pay for me, darling.
You can just say no.
I thought we were negotiating.
No. I'm giving you the chance to come with us peacefully.
Oh, boo. Boring. No.
Yet another aristocrat refusing to do the right thing. The crowd of 20 people surge towards the door that you're at.
God damn, why don't I have that fucking spell today? Fuck all these people.
You said there was like 20?
Uh-huh.
You said they're surging towards the door.
Yep.
Okay, can I shut the door?
Sure.
Can I poison spray?
Yeah, you can murder the townsfolk for sure. You absolutely can.
Be careful, you're making bad decisions.
I'm okay with this.
Durant goes to Pat, looks at Pat when he says that.
Okay.
I'm okay with this. It's just a 10-foot radius, so it's literally just like the door and stairs.
Okay. Take 1d12 poison damage. We'll say you get like 3 of them. I love this. Roll 3d.
You guys are just making it possible.
Eh.
All right, roll me 2d12, please.
It's going to be a 7 and a 6.
2 of the townsfolk go down, screaming in throes of agony and poison. 1 manages to hop back. As Devlin, I'm guessing, closes the doors.
Wow. The one I anticipated not being peaceful was peaceful there.
I'm just going to go close those doors right there.
Too late, so I did it.
I'm out on the map. I was just clicking the door icons to close them.
All right. So for the other 3, you will see like conversation. Devlin,
Green smoke.
Devlin, clearly Devlin's, and it's just like petulant. Nah, I'm cool, bro. Thanks. And then Durant, probably to your surprise and your shock, Devlin doesn't Eldritch Blast or anything like that. Lucidia steps forward and sprays poison on the commoner townsfolk people. And they bolt back into the inn.
Lazak, please try to keep them alive.
Those are the other defenders?
They're defending themselves.
The ones that just killed the fucking people, yes.
Not killed, they're just poisoned.
Name.
No, that's dead. They're dead.
I mean, yes, but no. Yeah, you're right. They have like.
What's my actual movement here? 30, you think, right? Fucking low ass bitch. I'm a sprint. Fuck it. I'm using my action to sprint to this fucking group, and I'm going to try and see if they're the fuckfaces that are alive that we just poison sprayed.
The 2 that clearly got hit by the poison, like you have to push a couple people aside. Again, I don't have all the tokens, but there's like a group of 20 people. It's like when you get to the 2 that are down, they're poisoned to death.
Innkeeper!
Lucinia!
I'm gonna turn and head towards where I saw the troops last.
Okay.
Your innkeeper!
Lazak, what are you doing? Are you just roguing and be like, and I'm just gonna stealth? And...
Yeah. Can I try to stealth my way, like, into the inn with them?
You would know, because you've been here longer, that you couldn't stealth your way through the front doors. There's too much commotion. There's dead townsfolk, freaking angry mob, etc. But you could potentially go in through one of the windows at the side.
I'm gonna do that. Or attempt to.
Okay. First things first, give me an athletics check.
Where?
Left side of the sheet.
Okay.
There should be a list of skills like athletics, acrobatics, so on and so forth.
Are you on the core page? Okay.
Yeah.
Easily climbed in. Hell yeah. You get into this room.
Alright.
And next I'll need... Let me look at your sheet real quick. I believe you should have the thing. So, on the very left side, underneath Passive Wisdom, there's tools. I need you to click Thieves Tools. Because all the doors to the inn, as we've covered earlier, are locked. Everybody has their own unique key. Damn! And just like, bullshit ass lock. Burp, door is unlocked. Lucidia, Devlin, for you two. Angry mob outside. Door behind you swings open. Inside the inn. Has the mob broken in? There stands a horned tiefling. Clearly in armor, clearly armed.
Oh, you look fun.
I can be.
What brings you here?
I'm another defender.
Oh,
you want to...
really hoping you're going to try to kill me. Is that the way out?
It is.
Excellent.
Not a problem.
Poison mist.
Just head that way.
I was actually prepared to use Witch Bolt.
All right, and skedaddles. Wee. Now listen. Now Devlin will climb through the window.
This is much more fun.
Durant,
Anything's fun.
Yeah.
you call out for Lucinia. You get no response.
No.
You hear no, and then nothing. And it's at that moment you realize you're alone in the middle of an angry mob.
I will give you this advice once. Disperse now. And stop this needless violence.
God damn it, going in there acting like a cop, you're gonna get yourself taken for ransom.
Or
by the
face-
town.
Or face the hand of Torm.
You face justice for our fallen brothers and sisters! And the mob is gonna mob. Ladies, as you're making your getaway off to the side alley, side street, you'll hear Durant's proclamation and the mob's response, and what sounds like sudden violence.
He gets along so well with people, doesn't he? And if you have anything to settle things down, I'm great with people.
Here's something with people.
Pat, you said you were running back towards the army? The battalion of Sentinels? Mitch?
Oh, sorry, I spaced out for just 3 seconds there. Can you repeat that?
I said you were heading towards the army of Sentinels, or the battalion of Sentinels.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, at this point in time, by the time you get to the front gate, they're back in and they're making their way into town proper.
None of the guards in town are stopping them?
Nope.
There's no...
Again, you haven't seen any guards. The guards
There's no conflict?
The guards, there's nothing stopping them or anything on their way inside. The sock's not here.
I'm gonna try and stall them. by using my by popular demand feat.
On a place to perform, enter a tavern, possibly the circus, at a theater, or even more. At such a place, you receive free lodging and food.
I'm not looking for lodging or food. I'm just looking to stall them.
Wow them.
This is essentially the equivalent
For
of
fight friends.
One second, Pat. Evens or odds?
I'll go with evens.
You have definitely performed in this town before, some 100 years ago, but because it says specifically when strangers recognized you in a town where you have performed. I wanted to make sure that this was the place you performed. How everything's about the board. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, friends, for your generous time you've given me, let me tell you a tale. Raise your spirits before the battle.
The dwarf sets down his giant, well, to him, looks like a giant warhammer. Like, maul down onto the cobblestones. Like, all right, fan, secure. You, sir. I would love to hear a tale.
I don't have a story written. I wrote a song for maybe if I was going into the tavern, but I'll describe a story.
Okay.
I'll tell them a tale about mud gnomes fighting goblins in a cave to go and free a hero that's been trapped. We'll call him Sir Golden Greed. He went into the cave looking for treasure, and the treasure was cursed, and it trapped him. It surrounded him, pulled him down. Should I roll performance?
Yep.
the treasure was mimics.
19. I hope that buys everyone enough time.
Clanging of plate, covered hands at the beautifully told story with that 19 performance. I like you. Have you ever made your way to the Lion's Gate?
Yes, I've performed there, but it's been quite some time.
You should make your way back around to do the boys in the back some good to hear such good storytelling.
Ah, the mud gnomes go through there quite often.
Do they?
Perhaps you can hear more tales from my brethren.
Oh, I'd prefer to hear from you, friend. I haven't heard many people be able to spin such a tale that stirs my heart in such ways. Not much gets through this armor.
Well, it is the craft of our generations among the mud gnomes to tell tales, stories, sing songs.
I guess I should spend more time amongst the Grand Caravan then.
Tell me of your people. What are they like? Tell me one of your stories.
You know what? When I am done with my job here, I'll happily tell you all the stories you wish to hear, friend.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
I insist.
again, I like you. You don't supersede Her Majesty. I like her more.
Well, perhaps if I hear your tale and I get the chance to perform for Her Majesty, I could tell her your tale.
You know, she's having a big soiree in a couple of weeks. I can happily escort you and bring you to said function.
Well,
I can guarantee you a performance for Her Majesty.
I would love to, but I couldn't get my friends out of the town. Could you help me?
Sure, if you point them out. But if they're as good, upstanding people as you are, shouldn't be any problem.
Well, the uprising.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
are
you're
your friends part of said uprising?
No, the uprising is against us as well.
Then I shouldn't have any problems with your friends. But if you come with me, you can point them out as we march.
Please, we must be hasty. They're in trouble.
I am in full plate mail. Hasty is not exactly what I do.
Well, come, friend.
Yes, let us
Your
go.
aid is much appreciated.
The all 30 of his troops have already dispersed. He's the only one who stayed and listened to your story. He gave orders, they followed. But he was very enamored and totally spent the time. That, and he has just that much faith in his people to do their jobs. And for what you can see, there's been no violence done by the Sentinels. People that were out and about, such as the old man that you blinded, they say you need to get inside. Anybody who is found to be outside is going to be thought as an insurgent and will be dealt with as such.
Man,
And
I
then
thought they were going to be so much worse on this town. I thought it was going to be straight up wartime.
Well, you remember, this isn't where the mob is. Who knows what it's going to be like when it gets back where your friends are. Speaking
I'm
of,
leading that guy there.
yeah, speaking of which, back over there where the mob is.
Well,
Hey, Durant, how you holding up?
oh, I'm gonna hold up well.
All right, we're gonna make this easy.
You're a war cleric, right?
I think only one of them actually lands a blow on Durant.
Yeah.
With their commoner tools. Roll 1d. Wow. Durant takes 6. That one hit. This is just like not stick, not a mace, stick. Just whop. Like across the
He's the first
bed.
one going out.
All right.
All right. So, I'd be swinging, with non-lethal damage, of course.
Right. It should be noted these townsfolk are also swinging with not lethal damage. They're just trying to beat you down. They're not trying to kill you.
Yep. So I'm just swinging back with my warhammer.
Let's see.
17.
And with that 6, because you have a harm logged against you,
Okay.
it'll miss.
All right. And then with my bonus action, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Okay, so I'm giving you +2 AC. Hey Zoo, how you doing, friend?
Oh.
All right, so you guys, the mob is descending on Durant. Devlin, Lazak, and Lucinia, give me a perception check real quick.
I cannot roll tonight.
Okay, Lucinia and Lazak, the ringleaders of this mob, kind of like look down the street. You can't see what they see coming, but the blonde woman kind of like grabs the two closer to her, like clearly says something to them, and they proceed to cheese it deeper into the town.
Are they next to me?
No, because remember, there's supposed to be like 20 people here and stuff.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, just because attack opportunities would be a thing, so.
I know. No, they are not next to you. You're surrounded by common folk people.
How far away do they get? Wait, are they not common folk?
I don't know. You don't know.
The way that you said it, really
You don't know. That is me describing to you, the player. You do not know in character whether they are common folk or not.
So are we supposed to help Durant, or did he say he's happy to fight?
Citizens, disperse and make your way back inside your quarters, or you will be viewed as an insurgent and will be dealt with as such.
Hey, look at that. We don't even have to solve this problem.
And Durant, you cast a glance down the street, and about 10 marching, because you're from the Lion's Gate. You know perfectly well what foot soldiers of the Sentinels look like, and there's 10 of them walking down the street.
Do I know if what they were just talking about would be non-lethal or lethally?
You know, if they are legitimate, if they're here to do actual good work. Again, some Sentinels, there's a reason Sentinels have a bad rap. Not all Sentinels are good guys. But if they obey the letter of the law, it would be non-lethal. But if they're attacked, they are allowed, with the Queen's blessing, to resort to lethal.
Okay.
It's largely up to their commanding officer, who you see walking side by side with Pat. A giant war maul slung over his shoulder, stout little dwarf in full plate.
There's my friend, Durant. One of my friends.
Aye, your friend looks like he's getting his arse kicked.
Yes, that happens a lot.
He had to resort to using his fancy magic powers.
Man, Pat's voice gets hard to do sometimes.
I believe it, especially when you're out of practice with it.
Makes me cough a little bit.
Oi, boys! Shiny one's fine. He's a defender. It's fine.
Not lethal?
There are 3 more of my friends.
3 more
3 more
friends.
defenders.
3 more defenders.
The townspeople were after us.
That sounds part of the course based on reports we received. Alright, well, boys, to work! Again, no killing. Yet.
Durant, where did our friends go?
Give me a perception check real quick, Pat.
Dirty
As
20.
you're walking up towards Durant, it's like, where did our friends go? Glancing down the alleyway, you see Lucidia and Devil just like,
Oh,
Now, Matt,
there you are. Come, quickly.
Oh, yes.
Matt,
Told the ransom or away from it.
because I'm old enough, would I recognize Pat's storyteller outfit?
I'm fine with allowing that. You guys have talked about knowing each other from the past and stuff.
Okay.
If Mitch is equally okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. If they've
Just-
seen me perform
Yep,
when I was
did-
younger.
I didn't want to speak for you. Just wanted to make sure.
As soon as I see Mitch in the
Pat.
storyteller's outfit, it all just kind of clicks. Yeah, Pat. I don't know why I said Mitch. Sorry.
Yep, it's okay. The Sentinels make their way through and continue just repeating, disperse, or you will be detained as insurgents. And some of the angry mob immediately is just like, oh shit, and cheeses it, running for buildings, so on and so forth. Some of them, not so much, still riled, still very greatly upset about the 2 dead kinsmen lying on the steps of this inn.
Understandable.
It happened.
We must find safety as well as I have a new friend for you to meet.
Oh, lovely. It's good to make friends, isn't it, Pat?
Yes, yes.
This inn here is awfully safe.
I'm afraid it's not. This whole town is dangerous for us.
I'm sure the Sentinels have it covered, don't you?
Citizen! You there! You! Talking to the one with the stick. Tell me, who committed the act of murder here in this here town? Looking at the 2 dead bodies. Describes Lucinia.
I'm also going to say Lucinia. I'm also going to say Lucinia.
Gonna look at the townspeople in Durant. Look at Pat. Look down the alleyway where there's Lucinia.
God dang it. Keep rolling. I just want to see.
Lucinia, is this true?
It was self-defense.
Ashley froze.
Oh no, did I really? Oh no.
You did, with the biggest smile on your face right now.
What?
Let's see here. What are you trying to do with your prestigious...
Nothing. I just wanted to read it and I clicked the wrong button.
Oh, it's okay.
You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. It was self-defense.
From these.
So they were
They
surging.
wanted to take me hostage.
From the townsfolk with pitchforks.
Down with the aristocracy.
There's like 20 of them.
Their eyes are bulging from their skulls, Lucinia.
I was so afraid.
To be fair, poison
Pat,
spray probably was not the best choice of a spell.
You think?
Pat, I don't know if this doesn't look good, Pat.
It doesn't. Lucinia, you have to explain more.
You too. And points at 2 of the Sentinels. Like, detain the one named Lucinia for questioning later, once we get the town secure. Miss Lucinia, would you please peacefully accompany these officers?
Request of the day.
Yes, and I'll walk up to Pat and the commander, and I'll hand Pat my arcane focus.
Thank you, Mom.
Basically disarming myself.
I assure you, it's only for questioning until we sort all this madness out. There's been a lot of crazy happening here in this town.
That's what it seems like.
What else has happened?
Again, in the middle of squashing this crisis, I'll answer questions later. You must be the High Spire. Picks up his warm haul and keeps walking.
Perhaps we should leave, Lucia. Good luck to you. I'll see what I can do
Leave
to help.
her. You can leave.
I'm staying here helping out. I don't like the feel of death that's not needed around here.
I'll get closer to Devlin so I can speak more quietly.
Yep. The
I
guards.
don't plan to leave her. We need to get further away.
The guards escort Lucinia right into this building right here.
So just as a note, Matt, they haven't spotted Lazak at all.
They have not been looking for Lazak. Lazak said she specifically was stealthing and everything like that.
Okay.
I don't much know laws. Is she actually going to be in trouble?
The Sentinels will give the highest amount of discipline they are allowed to. They are not known for mercy.
This is true.
We are not the townsfolk. They seem after the townsfolk. We're defenders.
Our title means nothing to them. They serve their queen in her law.
And Devlin, because you're from one of the royal families, you know the queen. total raging monster bitch.
Makes Devlin look innocent.
So,
I want to help Lucinia, but we need to speak where we will not be heard.
we could step inside this inn.
All right, Durant, what are you
I
doing?
believe we are private inside
going
the inn.
to go with the Guardians and watch Rebellion.
The Guardians or the Sentinels?
Sentinels.
Sentinels. Okay, cool.
I'm doing my best to make sure it doesn't escalate to death again.
Yep. They are following their commanding officer's orders to the letter. It is literally like they give 3 or 4, like, go inside, disperse, etc., etc. If you do not, you will be considered an insurgent. A few of them, of course, rebellious. We've taken the town. You can't tell us what to do. This is our town. It's like non-lethal force is used to subdue.
Okay.
Basic townsfolk versus trained soldiers doesn't really go in favor of the townsfolk.
Yeah.
But after the first couple of like, okay, fine, we'll deal with you. People seem way more amicable to the we'll go inside and shut the fuck up.
Good.
Lazak, what are you doing? Miss Sneaky Sneaks.
Well, doing my best to kind of stay hidden, but so have they actually started taking Lucinia away?
Lucinia, they put Lucinia right into the building they were standing next to.
Okay. Is there a way to sneak into there?
You can, but if you look through the window, you'll see Lucinia is being watched like a hawk by 2 soldiers.
Can I just kind of like keep an eye on her, but try to stay hidden?
Sure, give me a stealth roll.
All right.
You keep like peeking, occasionally glancing through the window, and one time like you move back, and the next time you go to peek, one of the Sentinels is standing right there at the window looking at you. What you want, Hornhead?
Just trying to make sure that nothing happens to the other defender.
Nothing will happen to her until the commanding officer gets her story. Fuck off.
I'll go over towards Devlin and
Pat?
Pat at that point.
Beautiful. Sentinels go back to standing post and watch near Lucinia. And young. Devlin, Pat Lazat.
Not Devlin, my bad. Lucinia has gone looking for trouble, and it seems trouble has found her.
I didn't exactly go looking. They came knocking on the door.
They're definitely keeping a close watch on her right now.
Is this town big enough to have a sewer system?
Probably.
Do I see any sewer grates anywhere?
You do not.
Know about anything like that?
No.
I'm trying to think of somewhere private. Devlin, the tavern isn't private enough. We can be spied on too easily.
I'm not talking about the tavern. I'm talking about the inn. We have a whole floor to ourselves.
That's suspicious to you. We'll be the only ones speaking on that floor. The only ones to be heard.
By who?
Anybody who wishes to listen.
I'm not... Where do you want to go, Pat? I'm tired of this conversation.
Out of earshot. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but the wilderness...
I've had quite enough of the wilderness. We can go to the top floor of this inn, or you can go talk to yourself.
Very well. Our goals align. I will compromise.
Copy. You make your way to your private floor of the inn. Already annoyed, Devlin.
I'll let the Almirage out of my robes to move around freely now.
The cutest, fluffiest bunny with an epic, almost looks golden horn coming out of his forehead hops out of Pat's robes.
This is my new friend.
Your new friend. Oh.
Yes, a blessing. A sacred beast.
Rubs its body against Devlin's ankles.
Leans down and give it a little scritch. I want a pet now. What do you want to talk about, Pat?
Our friend, Lucinia's captured. We need to free her.
Oh, where? Wow. Stupid.
But we need a plan.
What's your plan, woodsman?
Lusak,
Yes.
were you able to gather any info?
Keeping an extremely close eye on her. They're right. Yeah, there's not a way to just get in without them seeing us right away.
Is there a window in the room?
There is, but they're keeping an eye on the window.
Yes. How big is the room?
How big was the room?
1 second. 25 by 20.
It's about 25 by 20, yeah.
That is some helpful information. We have a window. 2 guards, you said? And were those guards stationary or patrolling?
Stationary, but one moved over to the window when they noticed you.
Stationary, but one was moving to the window when they saw me.
It's troubling.
Seems pretty standard to me.
Evelyn, have you any ideas?
You're the one that wanted the secret strategy meeting.
Yes.
Not
And
really
so contribute to the strategy.
Well, I imagine townsfolk are not exactly on the good side of these Sentinels. Self-defense is a decent enough claim. Not entirely positive the type of trouble she's in would be permanent.
I do not trust the Sentinels. Crime like this, she could be hanged for.
Could be. But if she is taken outside to be hanged, though, that's a lot more space to work with, isn't it?
I do have her staff. If we could get it to her, perhaps she could find a way to aid us and herself in escaping.
She gave it up pretty meaningfully, so they probably are aware it is important in some way.
I have an object of considerable focus I could sneak into her. Perhaps she could use it.
Oh, how are you going to sneak it in? I mean, you're awfully small. Maybe they don't look down.
Oh, it is only a ring. And I'll pull the necklace I'm wearing off, and there'll be a purple gold band on it. If we could find a way in this to get in there for her, perhaps she could use her magic. What kind of capabilities have you seen from her?
Ice.
And poison.
Ice and poison and know-it-allness. Just surprisingly strong.
We must do what we can.
There's only
I'll
two
try.
of them. I imagine we could take two if we want to storm in, if that's what you're feeling. Is that what you're feeling, Pat?
I'm thinking you may be able to distract them, Devlin, while I sneak through the window.
Distract them. How should I distract them?
Oh? You're a magical person. Can you cast any sort of illusions?
I'm a much more impressive in person.
Well, perhaps you can use your charm in your words.
Oops, I can. But they're expecting something. That might be more difficult.
I will be there to help you.
How can you help me? Oh,
Lezok,
Yes.
our burglar. Can you get this ring to Lysinia?
I can definitely try.
Be careful with it. It is precious.
All
I'll
right.
give you the purple gold ring. That's my arcane.
were you spotted? By the guards, were you spotted?
Once I got you out of the hotel with no issue.
Sure, but I'm thinking if you were spotted, perhaps you could accidentally be spotted sneaking in again.
You don't trust me?
What part of that says I don't trust you?
You're questioning whether I'll get spotted or not.
I'm saying you should get spotted.
Okay. I could probably make that happen.
Oh, darling. Smaller words? Should I use smaller words?
Oh.
No. Well, that is a very small word.
So
If there are only two guards, if you get caught, one's already distracted. Make a scene.
all right. I will make that happen.
How's that for a plan, Pat? Have you something better?
It's not far off from my plan. My
It's the
plan was
opposite
to
of your
distract
plan.
the guards so Lezok and Lucinia could get out, but how does this plan end, Devlin?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I imagine we'll have to take the second guard out of the picture somehow. And then what? Do we run? They know where we are. They know this town. Probably at least slightly better than us. No one will hide us. What then, Pat? And then there's Durand. Shall we leave him behind? Dust our hands off that whole affair.
Getting
moral
everyone to
compass.
safety is our first concern, and you bring very challenging questions. Important ones as well.
You've always had an opinion on what the right thing to do is. What's stopping you now?
There is no right thing to do, and there is no wrong thing to do.
Oh, so there are
There
grades.
is simply something to do, and we must make a choice.
Tell me, tiny man, how old did you have to be before you decided you just were going to talk in circles? Does it help? Speaking in riddles, does it make you seem more authoritative? Do people listen more if they don't understand?
One should always be mindful of their words. Perhaps
Sure.
speaking around in circles inspires more thought in your actions.
You are so
Perhaps
inspirational.
if you went over your plan this many times, the sacred tree would still be standing.
I solved the problem. While you took a nap.
We haven't the time.
Are you
For
tired? You
argument.
want a nap before we try to rescue Lucinia? Dig yourself a little hole.
There's no getting through to you. Perhaps some that the defenders recruit are not worthy of the name. Now go out the door. I will find a way to free Lucinia myself.
Go on then. Azok, you stay.
All right.
Durant, do you stick with the commanding officer?
Yes, I do.
All right. Boys, laddies, we've got at least what I can gather is the square and the eastern side of town secure. Set up perimeter, do your patrols. Remember, unless you're met with lethal force, we are not killing anybody here. We'll send in rotation staff soon. I have to go deal with the highborn. Would you like to...
Speaking of the highborn,
Huh?
I do not appreciate or I frown upon the use of violence that they used where they caused those deaths. I only ask from one man of the god to another. Be gentler than that. She may have used violence and killed two people in this case here, but she has saved lives before and is a valuable member to the defenders, and I think she can continue to community service wise to help out the rest of the community. So I don't say no punishment, but I would appreciate it a little bit lighter than taking everything into accord for what she's done, not just these single actions.
Well, I appreciate the the guidance, especially from one who comes from the hand of justice. Let's at least hear her story first, eh?
I'm willing to hear it. I just don't want to hear it.
Very well. Well then, shall we? And continue
Shout.
walking, and Lucinia. There's a knock on the door, and tiny little dwarf plate mail guy and Durant step in. Durant, I'm not sure if you were expecting for them to find Lucinia or if you were expecting him to be going confronting Devlin, considering he said highborn.
Oh, I knew who we were meeting. So.
Lady Lucinia.
Well, they're going to refer to me by title.
Do you prefer Lady Morninggold?
Formalities can be dropped. Just Lucinia is fine.
No,
Please
they
give me
cannot.
their-
They cannot.
Fine.
Mom, in a town full on revolt against highborns, why would she kill two of them?
They were there to kidnap and potentially ransom, according to their leader, Devlin, the other
Lady
highborn
Highspire,
member.
yes, I saw her.
Yeah. In accordance with self-defense, as well as protecting another,
Murder.
it was meant to be more of a deterrent, but
Well, I'd expect somebody.
charge
I'd expect somebody. I'd expect somebody from the tower to know better as to which spells to throw out for defense. Your mother would probably be very disconcerted to hear your choice of defense.
she probably would. Father always said that the best defense is a good offense.
But your father's not the advisor to the queen now, is he?
No, he's not.
Yes. Wow, this is quite a predicament. Well, I'll tell you what. Lady Morninggold, you stay right here. And I'm going to go have a conversation with my two guards that I've posted on you. Somewhere over there. Slowly backing away.
I'm not gonna just stop.
He is.
I
While he's got a full like shield with his helmet, like the eyes are like looking at you like as if checking to understand you're picking up what he's putting down.
yeah.
Boys, will you accompany me? We need to discuss this serious matter.
We need to escape, right?
He is literally telling her to run, to get the fuck out.
Yeah, no, I picked up on that one. I was gonna.
Right, no, Deadly was making sure Durant understood.
Yup.
Yeah. No, as soon as he leads them away. All right, they're out. Let's go.
This doesn't mean you're fucking scot-free.
You can yell at me later, sweetheart.
Gotta be more than a fucking yell.
So they clearly went out through the doors. There is that window right there that's been pointed out that Lazag was like,
Oh yeah, I'm 100% just diving through the window.
Pat
You
Mudfoot's
can just-
outside, jumping, trying to reach the windowsill.
you just open the window. You don't have to dive through it.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna open it and then climb through, and then
Gotcha. All right, perfect. Pat, you said you were trying to get through the window. Window opens. You're expecting, here comes one of the Sentinels and Lucinia.
hi, Pat. I'll be taking that back, thank you. And I'll take my focus back from them.
But I don't.
Don't worry about it.
How'd you get away?
Don't worry about it.
Something.
And I'm gonna look at Durant.
They let her free at the moment. We need to get out of here now. I've asked for leniency, and this
Full
is our
circle.
leniency now.
Oh, this isn't your leniency.
Devlin refuses to leave the city.
That's okay.
Why?
Because she wanted to leave with me. Now then,
Well,
shall we?
they.
Yes.
I don't really want to, since there's somebody fucking captive in here that shouldn't be, but
Oh,
circumstances?
captive? What?
the
Explain it to me,
circumstances,
Juan.
we no longer have the time for that in the city anymore.
Oh, okay.
We must save ourselves before saving others.
Then let's go.
Lucini and Lazak are in the inn.
You mean Devlin?
Yes, Devlin.
Everyone keeps doing that.
Old man, dementia, you know.
Oh,
What
please.
black magic?
If you can keep all this story straight, storyteller.
If you can keep your spells at fucking bay,
If
Fellow
you can,
captain.
It was self-defense.
if you can convince them to come outside of town, I'll set up a camp. If they want to stay in the inn, very well.
It would probably be better for us to get the fuck out.
Yes.
Who's gonna go try to convince Devlin to get out of town?
Me!
no.
Yeah, I think Pat has zero footing with Devlin. He won't be able to convince her of anything. I could tell her the sky is blue, and she'd go, "No, it's not. It's pink."
Pat, can you escort our friend out? I will go get Devlin. She doesn't like me per se, but we can sometimes come to an agreement.
I suppose you could drag her kicking and screaming. She is into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're lucky I'm not dragging you out kicking and screaming.
You wouldn't dare.
Pat, as long as she gets out, I don't care what quality she leaves in. I'm gonna turn back to the
Please try not to harm our fellow defenders. We may disagree at times, but that's no excuse for violence.
Oh,
Why, yes, soldiers. I suppose I should send you back to go look after the captured witness.
Quickly now.
You hear coming from somewhere around a corner.
And gone.
That would be glorious. That's a good idea. That is why your training at the Lion's Gate is so fundamental and important.
Not the first time this has happened. Won't be the last.
Nepotism.
Once we get out of earshot of the guards and everything, Lucinia, what happened?
Don't worry about it. Wait,
Why
which part?
did you, the citizens, why did you kill them?
Ah. Like I said, self-defense, literally. They were there to try to kidnap Devlin. They didn't know who I was. I've made sure no one really knows who I am. And they were going to try to ransom her back to her family, which may or may not have gone well.
Tell me you had no other choice.
you might want to hit that deception button.
Yeah, I
buddy.
was literally. I was waiting to hear what Ashley was gonna say.
I had no other choice, Pat. It was them or one of us. With a 17 on deception.
You can incite that, Pat.
I'll just use my passive perception if that's okay.
Sure. You totally believe Lucinia.
I know you have the best at heart. Please, in the future,
Yeah.
try harder to look for more options, even when it seems violence is the only way out.
Because I loved your stories as a kid, Pat. Yes, don't think I didn't recognize your robes. I'll take it under advisement and try.
Let's get to safety and wait for our friends.
You guys will make it out of town unaccosted, unassailed, unstopped, etc. Durant, you have the much harder task.
Yup.
Make your
She's up. I know she's upstairs, right?
Yep. If not the elf innkeeper, like the last guardian that I haven't met yet. Hello. You have been rented the third floor.
All of it.
All of it.
Honestly, it doesn't fucking surprise me with her. So, but at least she's staying in style, I guess. Thank you.
The hot elf man bows.
Head up to the third floor then.
Head up to the third floor, where you will come across Devlin and Lazak.
Good evening.
Have you come to take a bath with us?
What? No.
Shame.
I mean, are the baths nice up here?
Oh, positively delightful. Hot
Durant starts like unbuckling one of his guards.
Is Devlin in a bath right now?
No.
Just making sure. Just making sure. It's like, how is it? Splash.
I would.
You've convinced Lazak to give you the sponge bath, and
I had a few more minutes.
We're just having a fun time up here.
A bath does sound fucking nice right now, but
Doesn't it? You deserve it.
we need to head out too.
You work so hard.
Somebody worked too hard and killed fucking civilians.
Well, it happens sometimes, doesn't it, Durant?
No, not in this case. I seen the person that I think has the hottest head close the doors in front of them while another person cast a spell.
She has very much for me. I'm used to being in trouble. She's not used to her friends being in danger.
That's no excuse to murder. But I will say this. I was really happy to actually see you just close the doors on those assholes.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Does
I'm
it pain you
glad
slightly
I've
for me to
done
compliment
you
you?
proud.
Does it pain you slightly for me to compliment you?
No, I love compliments.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Do you have any others for me?
The
Be
bath
very
sounds
nice,
fucking-
so it really hurts.
The bath sounds really fucking good right now.
Rain
We
check?
need to get out of town now. Unluckily at the moment.
Rain check on the bath.
Rain check on the bath. Next place we go to, first thing we can do, we can find a nice fucking bath.
Deal.
Yes, Matt, we're getting our bath episode at some point.
Hold the hand out.
that's not why the hand's over my face, because I don't think Durant realized what he just did.
Oh, yeah, no, I hope he does at some
He
point.
does not. And
Hold hand out.
thank you.
Either way.
All right. I'm assuming you're coming with us.
I am.
Okay, good. Please don't mention Lucinia or anybody else here while we're going out. I'd really greatly appreciate it. And
She's very good at being quiet.
Let's go out and meet him out in the woods.
Let's.
You guys will make your way out to the woods. I'm not going to be that guy and be like, you're lost in the woods because you can't find Pat. But the party will converge. Pat said that he was going to make a camp. A camp is made. Yay, Lucinia, you're back to slumming it in the woods. Again. With your friends.
I'm going to retrieve my ring from Lazak, or Lazak.
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 Yeah. Lazak, may I have my ring back?
You don't have to.
I'm tempted to just keep it.
Oh my god. What a devious person.
I'll give it back though. There's a little pause, but I give it back.
You do notice it is like an engagement ring.
Yeah.
She don't care.
Even more so a reason to keep it.
Expensive.
Thank you for taking care of it. It is very precious to me.
Welcome.
I'll put it back around my neck on the chain. I'm sorry, Lucinia and Devlin, you couldn't have your hot bath, but perhaps we could find a river or a creek and get some water and heat it up over the fire.
That's what you apologize for. No, thank you. We'll be fine for now.
Oh, good. More two-legged ones in my woods.
Sorry about the barking. What was that? Didn't hear it. I was getting the dogs to quit barking.
Oh, good. More two-legged ones in my woods. You hear a deep voice from somewhere near the edge of your camp.
That's
Hello,
passing
friend.
through.
And with it being 12:15, that's where we're ending off today.
Another friend comes to the camp. Hopefully a friend.
Totally a friend.
Definitely.
Have as a friend, at least.
For sure.
100%.
Definitely a friend.
100% friend.
The real friend vibes.
Guys, this was episode 4. We got to do some more world building, some more plots being sown, some more introduction of NPCs, whether physically there or, talked about. Did we have fun tonight?
Oh, hell yeah.
Good.
Yeah, look at us doing D&D with our role-playing chops instead of our let's just dice everything.
Yeah,
I love
dice
it.
did not want to be diced for me.
Not for you.
No.
Somebody
I
killed
double
somebody got 2 out of 3 people with one spell.
To be fair, though, I also had like 2 nat 20s at one point. She had a couple of dirty 20s.
Yeah, no,
Mitch,
yeah.
I think had a nat 20.
Everybody was killing it tonight except for Jen.
Jen.
But Jen killed it in her role play.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right. Let's see here. What order did we do? Chi, who made your night tonight?
Ashley, when you were trying to force Devlin out of the window and manhandling her and stuff.
Maybe turned her on a little bit.
Oh, no, I knew exactly what I was doing. As soon as I had seen that I rolled an 8, or rolled that 9, I knew, or no, I rolled an 8. Yeah, I rolled an 8.
And in character, Lucinia knew what she was doing because she read it in a book this one time. Spicy book.
Not every book that Lucinia reads has to do with scholarly shit.
Yeah, some of it's smut.
Not.
Half of it's smut.
Perfect. All right,
Importance of it.
Mitch, who made your night tonight, friend? There's a lot of good roleplay.
Devlin made my night. I wish I could have roleplayed the argument more, but Pat's voice is hurting my throat. I wanted to be more long-winded, but I couldn't.
It's all good. Deadly. You're muted.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
No,
I saw the
This
mouth, but I
wasn't
wasn't
figured
hearing
out.
words.
I'm gonna say Pat, with the whole doom, death, everything, when it could just been the defenders,
the Sentinels.
Right here. Instead, it's like a 3-paragraph workaround does not say Sentinels.
It was fair. Lucinia.
I'm gonna give it to Chi.
Yay.
Chi, this is your first time playing D&D, right? You are doing great so far. I look forward to seeing more of Lazat. An quick honorable mention, Matt. I love the fact that you decided to go down the Nepo baby route with him instead
With your
of
Vex.
that's exactly what I had planned too.
Yay! And last but not least, Devlin Highspire.
I'm going to say Durant for seeing the reason and compromise and future paths.
Yeah. He does not realize that he has a date with Devlin now. In
does
the
not.
bath.
First of all, and there was 1,000 ways in which that encounter could have gone very wrong.
Oh yeah. Also, Dudley, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier or not. As soon as we went out the window, I was like, and I looked and I cut my eyes over at Durant, and you're not gonna say a fucking thing. Because you are kind of you're muted again, Dudley.
Because I'm the one that pleaded on your case.
No. Because you heard the titles and everything.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
No.
Devlin saying Pat always speaks in riddles and talks in circles is perfect.
He really does.
Just tried calling him out real hard. All right, guys, let's see here. Discord, if you're not part of our Discord community, come join our Discord community. We have signups currently open for the next game that'll be replacing our Friday game. It is an X-Files, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. vibey kind of thing. Spooky World of Darkness, you're normal humans working for the national government trying to look into odd cases. But yeah, we're very active over there. We're all hanging out, talking all the time, etc., etc., etc. YouTube, if this is your first time checking out this game and you're like, what the hell is going on? Head over to our YouTube and a nice handy dandy playlist where all of our episodes are there, as well as all of our other games. So many games. So much. But I love it. And Patreon. Patreon gets you a whole bunch of cool rewards, a whole bunch of cool things, merch, weighted voting for games, free signups for games, access to private channel in Discord, roles in Discord, etc., 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 as well as nice, neat little fun things that'll be happening over there on the Patreon soon. Like maybe some private videos of upcoming demon stuff. Maybe, if you want to get a better look at the shenanigans of those characters I'll be playing in JenOfThieves Demon the Fallen game, Aperture. And yeah, we'll be back Friday with Werewolf the Apocalypse. We have 3 episodes of that left. And then Sunday we are back with Call to Arms, JenOfThieves Highlander game that she's been running this current season, which has 2 left? 2 left. Yes. So hopefully we'll see you on one of those days. If not, we'll see you next Wednesday for more of Matt's bullshit D&D, aka fun times in the fantasy world. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great rest of your week/weekend. And remember, JenOfThieves portraying Devlin Highspire, Cheevel portraying Lazak, Mitch portraying Pat Mudfoot, Deadly Ambitions portraying Durant, and Ashley the Titled, the Mage, Rage, Witch, Brick, Magic Ashley, other names, they're all here. There's so many over the almost 2 years of me and Ashley messing with each other. portraying Lucinia Morninggold. Lady Morninggold. We'll see you guys next time. Daddy loves you.